everything in our shelter is from IKEA. Furniture-wise.
Except for this.
No, this is Amazon.
Yeah.
Light bulb.
Oh my god! We both just had the exact idea at the exact same time. Yes, we should.
Yeah.
We could do one of those. Organize the office with me videos.
Add another employee
Yeah.
to your already disgusting office.
Are you out of space in your office? It's okay. You can still have a whole nother person working here. Or your half employee. Which I learned last week.
What?
We talked about half employees last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Half employee? Hi, I'm Katie. I'm the social media manager.
And I'm Samantha. I'm the director, and we work at the Cattery.
Yes, we do.
So a common question we get at the Cattery, if everyone knows Cecily.
There she is. That's Cecily.
Cecily is a real cat.
We promise.
This is her doppelganger.
We promise she's real.
Cecily has Manx syndrome, and she came to us with deformed back legs that had to be amputated because they started bothering her. And she wears a diaper because she's incontinent, and she wears clothing to keep that diaper on. So one of the main questions we get is, does she have wheels? Can we buy her wheels? Etc., etc.
Yeah. So there's a couple reasons, and people do ask that a lot. They'll ask, why don't you get a wheelchair for her? Or I know of a great wheelchair you can try. And you know, I know that those comments, they come from a good place, but they just don't work in our shelter environment. They would not work in our teen room. And honestly, she is super strong. She's like buff.
She's very buff.
Very buff.
She walks around on her two legs like this.
Exactly.
And maybe we'll put in a video of her doing
I
it.
will. There'll be a video.
But also, so cats in general are not dogs.
Yes. Cats are not
And
dogs.
dogs go on walks, and dogs go to the beach, and dogs do very active things.
Yes.
Cecily is an indoor cat, and she lives in a room with other cats, and there's lots of furniture for the cats that if she had a little wheelchair attached, she could get stuck in
Yes.
places because we're not always in the room to
Yep.
monitor her. Also, if she is in her wheelchair, it keeps her in this position all the time.
Exactly.
So
Not good for sleeping.
not good for sleeping. So she's like this all the time, which means she would always be standing up.
Always.
And there are some, we actually have one for Dan, that is more of like a hoverboard, and it's not as tall, but it's still not that comfortable if she wants to lay down, which if you know anything about cats, they sleep
a lot.
20 to about 20 hours a day.
Yep.
So she spends a lot of her time napping, and a wheelchair doesn't.
Not
It just doesn't.
a wheelchair just doesn't for
It just
naps.
doesn't.
It's
Yeah,
not
for
good
naps,
for
and
naps.
Cecily's little lifestyle.
Yes.
And Cecily, when she decides to exercise, she runs around the room.
Mm-hmm.
She gets on the wheel. She does all kinds of
does.
things. She plays hide and seek with me.
It's the cutest. I love it.
We play hide and seek, and all of that would honestly just prohibit her from getting around.
Exactly. And I have nightmares of her in a wheelchair and she gets stuck on one of the cat trees or on the bench, and it's, you know, maybe an hour or two goes by before somebody goes back in there. She's just stuck there, just standing there stuck. Like it just doesn't work. The great thought, and I know it comes from like you know, it'd be so much easier for her, but honestly,
It would inhibit her.
it would be bad. I think maybe I don't know, I'm not a cat, but I would feel like it's not a natural thing. Cats are super adaptable. They adapt really well to, you know, changes in their bodies, and half the time, like for example, when cats are sick, half the time you don't even know because they just hide things so well. They just adapt and they just overcome things. Cecily, I feel like if she were in a wheelchair, she would know that's not natural for her. Like she would feel, I'm in a contraption and the humans put me in it and I don't like it.
And when we're doing photo shoots on the deck, she runs all around the deck.
She's fast.
She's fast.
She's just fast. Like you can't get her. Get her.
And that leads us to our next cat that people always ask. is Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan.
He has his back legs. He's just paralyzed from an accident that we're not really sure about what that accident was. But we had a very nice supporter that got him the hoverboard thing that I was talking about. It's not really a hoverboard, but it's flat with wheels. And we tried to get him accustomed to that. And Katie will insert the clip.
There's a clip.
There's a clip.
Roll the clip.
One of my favorite videos. It's just,
Oh my god!
oh my god.
Oh my god!
We had heart attacks that day.
Yeah. Did you ever wear it again?
No.
Yeah.
So we made a joke that he was running for freedom, but he was actually very scared of it, and that's why he was running. He was trying to get away from it.
Yeah.
And same thing with him is he spends a large portion of his day laying on my rug.
Yep.
And he, in videos, he will walk so slowly.
Yeah.
Like he's struggling so hard. And then if you pull out the sparkle wand, he shoots across the room.
Yeah.
So if we had gotten that when he was little and he got used to it, it would be different, but also kind of the same because there's a lot of furniture in the lobby that
Even
he could
more,
get stuck
honestly.
on.
Yeah, because we have a bunch of chairs for people to sit. There's tables and stuff. He gets around fine without it. He actually wears a sled on his back legs. It's actually a dog vest that we just flip upside down and wrap around him. We call it his sled because it kind of helps.
And slide.
Yeah, just slide across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He's really strong too. He's also really strong. His upper body strength is crazy. He drags himself around all day and he's really good at it. But like Sam said, he naps all the time. He loves finding a nice comfy place and then just...
Oh, and beds. He gets in beds.
Yeah, he climbs into beds like he's good.
He's good.
He's got it. If he was in a wheelchair, it'd be really hard for him to get in his bed. He climbs into the Christmas tree and he'll get in there.
In the Yoda bed.
And the Yoda bed. Yep, just his butt hanging out. But yeah, with the wheelchair, it would be really difficult to do any of those things that he clearly loves to do. He loves to get in beds and make biscuits and curl up. So
To sum up, sum it up, in conclusion, we know the wheelchair comments are from the heart and people are just trying to help, but it just won't work for these two kitties.
right, exactly. But thank you for loving them and wanting good things for them. And they're doing just great.
Just great.
They're doing just great.
Perfectly splendid.
Exactly. Cool.
That was way longer than I thought it would be.
That's good. That was the main one though, right?
That was gonna be the 3-minute one.